We're at the Classic Outback Trial 2014. I have Pat Cole with me. Pat's driving the beautiful pagoda roof Mercedes. Pat, tell us about the history of the car.
Well, as you said, it's a 68 280 pagoda, and we originally built it in 1992 for the London to Sydney in 93. So we've rallied it quite substantially since then, mainly on overseas rallies. We've actually rallied it in 57 different countries, believe it or not. So it's a bit of a record for one car, I think.
What's your strategy coming into long distance events?
Oh, mate, our strategy is we don't want to win it in the first day. You know, we just go gently, and we find our place in the rally, and we're never in the in the mix until at least halfway through the rally, and then we find our footing, and away we go.
So what's the strength of the car? What have you done to it to make it suitable for these sorts of events?
It's substantially developed over the years. We originally built it in '92, but every rally we've tweaked it a little, and it's virtually bulletproof, as you probably seen it recently. And my crew chief has been with me since we built the car. He actually built the car, and he's just a genius. And I don't think anyone's ever got one of these little pagodas to handle. This thing handles like a midget, so he's done very well.
What do you reckon's the most exotic event you've taken the car in?
Oh God, there's so many up there. The London to Sydney in '93 was pretty special because it was our first overseas rally, and we had that was just a challenging event. We up in the Andes with plummeting oxygen and all sorts of things like that. So there's so many different variants when you do an overseas rally that you've got to cater for. It's just not like doing an Aussie Outback rally. You're only fighting the terrain, but in an overseas rally you've got altitude sickness, you've got so many variables come into it, so you've got to prepare for that, and if you're not prepared for that, you don't get to the end. We've just finished the Sydney to London rally with this car, and since then it's the guys have been rebuilding it completely. The only thing we haven't freshened up is the engine. We've done virtually everything else on it. It was getting a little tired. It was a pretty tough race, the Sydney to London, and we've done nothing out of the ordinary. We just work our normal jobs and jump in the car when it's due.